We're in a fabulous Victorian house that's been on the market for 3 months, and we now feel it's the point at which we need to get a price reduction out to the client.
I think the house itself is great.
And I think she now needs to become realistic.
There's always a risk when asking for a price reduction that you're going to upset the client. You can, of course, risk losing the listing.
It's shocking. What have you done?
We gutted everything out.
As it is now, I can sell Ertan's house for 5 million. If he does the renovation, we could probably get 8 million plus.
Oh, I love this room. The chandelier, it's fantastic, but it's 15 or 20,000.
I know it's overwhelming, but you need to spend money to get it back.
Morning, Lee. How are you? Good to see you. I want to get your opinion on this house.
OK.
It's been on the market a little while and it's going absolutely nowhere at the moment. We're in St John's Wood, which is northwest London. It's one of northwest London's most desirable postcodes. We're in a fabulous Victorian house that's been on the market for 3 months and isn't getting the level of viewings that we need. So I've asked for a colleague of mine, Lee Kaufman, to come see the house, give me his own opinion on the property. I'm going to take you through into the main living room because for me, this is the key selling point of the house because you've got high ceilings, big proportions.
I think this is a great room. The volume is absolutely fantastic. The amount of natural light that's coming through from both sides is equally impressive.
My client, Sharon, wanted to take the furniture away when she moved to South Africa, but I said we've got to keep the rooms dressed, so to speak. It would be able to visualise it.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. The reason why Max has called me in is we work very closely as a team, and sometimes when one is dealing with a house, for whatever reason it hasn't sold, he's going to ask the opinion of a colleague to try and find a solution together.
Sharon has had Burberry carpets put throughout the landing and hallways. I'm going to take you into the master bedroom suite, which is arranged over 1 floor only.
And look at all the wardrobe space for clothes.
Yeah, it's great. Master ensuite. The spa bath's the only mentionable point.
That's a good sized bathroom.
Second floor here, we've got 2 bedrooms.
Again, great ceiling heights.
Yeah. I'm coming under pressure to sell the house. We've done a lot of exposure in various publications, and we now feel it's the point at which we need to get a price reduction out to the client. OK, so into the kitchen, which you've got granite worktops. It's just all very high-end.
Again, similar to all the other floors, I think this is great space.
What you've said about the house really confirms my own suspicions. I want to show you some of the advertising that we've done. The first image that we used was in Vantage magazine. I went with the double-volume reception rooms, just to show the depth. I was really pleased with the advertising.
Yeah, I think that we've certainly advertised it in the right magazines. The photography gives the house a really good presence. I think the house itself is great.
Yeah.
Looking through the house, I think it's going to come down to the price point. It's the wrong price.
I brought Lee to come see the house because I wanted to substantiate to Sharon that it isn't just my opinion, but it's the opinion of a colleague of mine too, that the house is overpriced. She's a lovely lady, Sharon, but is quite resistant towards reducing the price.
We need to refamiliarise ourselves with the competition, if you like, and go and have a look at properties at the same sort of price point, getting some evidence for Sharon, and then hopefully get her to make that positive decision and reduce the price of the house.
Agreed. Let's head back to the office.
Hi, Rosie. I ordered a drink already, but do you want something?
Yeah, tea, please.
OK.
Oh, I've known Ertan for about 30 years, and he called me to say he'd like to discuss the house that he bought from me a couple of years ago, and I'm really excited to see what he wants to do with it.
It seems to us that it's not really the house that we want to live in.
You don't want to move in?
We've sort of lost the excitement for it. We started work, and we don't really know how to finish.
What have you done to it so far?
We gutted everything out.
You took everything out?
All the bathrooms and the kitchens. Between my wife and I, we couldn't really understand what we wanted, and work sort of came to a standstill. I think sort of now what we really want to do is to see if we can sell it, see what we'd get.
You know, people today like turnkey homes. They want to move in without any hassle. They want to just walk into something. You won't capitalize on the potential. It would be bad advice for me to tell you to sell it now. Do it properly. I can bring you someone who will give you advice. Before you make a decision, I want you to meet this guy. He's a designer, he's got a team of builders. He can put it all together for you. The architect I'm suggesting has done many large projects. He's used to them, he's got the vision, and I think that's what Eitan is missing in his team. From there, we can then take the next step forward.
If you can organise that.
Yeah, I definitely can organise that. If it takes much longer doing this house, A, we don't know what the market's going to be like in a year's time, and B, he's losing money. It's just sitting there. This guy's good, and I think that's probably your best way forward.
Lovely.
I'm going to show you this house. He's not sure what he wants to do, so you're going to help him out. Oh, my God.
Rosie, hi.
Hi, Eitan. Oh, my God. It's shocking. What have you done?
Morning. Morning.
This is Carl. Carl is an architect who has done quite a lot of jobs in this area. So I wanted Eitan to meet Carl so that Carl can give him some ideas. I can't believe what you've done.
So maybe I can show you, what we've got so far. You tell me how far we need to go from there.
It's a big project, and it's not everybody's cup of tea to be able to do all that work, and I can understand why he's stuck.
This first room is where we're thinking maybe the kitchen.
So the kitchen design has to use really good high-end finishes. A very high-end kitchen could cost you anything between 40,000, 50,000 up to 100,000.
I used to buy apartments for 100,000.
You need to spend money to get it back.
In St John's Wood, there's really not a lot available in the market. So I'm not 100% sure that we would need to spend so much money in doing it to such a high end. It seems to be such a seller's market that just to finish it, I think, is really what's going to sell this house.
You've spent 60,000 to 80,000 getting to where you are. We know you don't have to spend quite a lot of money. You would ask the question, do we down, do basement, to get more square footage? So our job today is the budget and whether you're going to spend $1,750,000. 500,000.
You're getting close to my budget.
I can sell Eitan's house as it is now for $5.5 million. If he does the renovation, we could probably get 8 million plus. I'm going to take you to see a couple of places. You can see the finishing, see how it's done, and then you'll probably understand more of what we're talking about.
That would be a good idea.
Obviously, I want him to do the work and for me to sell an 8 million plus house, but I don't know how committed he is. Hopefully, seeing comparable houses will help Eitan decide what he needs to do. Thank you so much, Carl.
Thank you, Carl.
Fantastic.
Looking at comparable property to convince Sharon about a price reduction.
This is a traditional townhouse in prime central London, split over 4 floors.